Hi everyone, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a collective reading for all signs. We're going to ask Spirit a very specific message today, set our intentions around a broken heart. So we're going to ask Spirit for some guidance for anyone who is struggling with a recent loss, a heartache, that the connection that I was in has ended and I'm having a difficult time moving on, something like that. For those of you that aren't familiar with me, I am a psychic medium and a professional life and love coach. And I do want to share my guidance with you and my intuition with you today to help you to heal and to help you to receive some messages that are meant for you. So let's get started. Let's set our intentions at Spirit. We are here with anyone who needs to hear these messages today to help them to heal, help them to find a path to move on. Anything that you want them to think about, share with them, things that may be coming, anything in their life that you want them to work on. All with the intention of healing. Spirit, I am listening for you now. Born with a gift. Absolutely. I want you to take this extra special time that you have for yourself to tap into how amazing you are. Okay. Sometimes when we lose our other person or we end a relationship, we lose sight of who we are because we were connected to somebody else. So take this extra special time that you have, if you're alone, to find your own identity again and your gifts within yourself, because we're all gifted. We all have a purpose, a calling. And sometimes when we have a tragic loss or a significant loss, it opens us up to our gifts. So use this time to identify that within yourself. I love this. Look at this grace. I have this, you're like walking in grace, by the grace of God go I, right? So walking in God's grace, that you're protected, you're guarded, you're taken care of, your head is held high, you feel beautiful about yourself. Don't let anybody take that away. So something along those lines. And I have the noble one, the same kind of feelings, like I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of who I am. I'm not going to let anybody knock me down or tell me that I'm less than or make me feel like I'm not wanted in any way. So keeping your head very high is how it's coming into me immediately out of the gate, and tapping into this gift, like what is it that makes you special? Sometimes we have to identify ourselves, especially if you were in a long-term marriage and now you're single and you're not used to thinking about yourself as single, you're not used to identifying yourself as single. So it's this identity crisis that we go through. So you have to work on that and just know that, you are your own person with or without someone in your life. You have this amazing future, amazing life, and it's filled with friends and family and God and all these things that are around you. Let's get some cards. 9 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands. I have the Star, and I have a 5 of Swords. So the first thing that came into me was this incredible sense of security. Okay, maybe I'm going to rebuild on something, whether it's your own success, maybe it's your career, maybe it is a goal that you're trying to achieve. But I'm not going to give up on my own personal dreams because I'm no longer in a connection or that somebody hurt me in some way. Like, I'm going to continue to move forward. Some of you, the relationship may have ended because you didn't feel like that person really believed in your dreams, and they didn't support you in the work that you were doing, or didn't allow you to put time into that work. They somehow held you back. But it's this feeling of you are going to succeed in other areas of your life. What will happen is your energy will now shift just a little bit back to being a little selfish, which is not really selfish, taking care of yourself. So I have a Four of Wands, and normally we do see that as a a marriage card, or putting down a foundation. But what if we looked at it as you building your own foundation, you putting down your own roots? I'm no longer going to fight the battle of that I'm alone, or I'm lonely, or I'm scared, or they hurt me. Okay. I'm going to rebuild, and I'm going to rebuild bigger and better. And then that Five of Swords is picking up the swords from the battle. The battle is over. I'm no longer hurt. And I'm picking up the swords, and I'm heading home, and I'm starting a new life for myself. So some of you may be literally rebuilding a life for yourself, and you're proud of yourself, Spirit just said, and you're going to continue to be proud of yourself. You're going to continue to find the strength to kind of put your pieces of your life back together. And they just said, and find the new you. I love that. Find the new you. Spirit, what am I struggling with right now? What am I struggling with the most that you want me to help me to remove, release, let go of? What am I struggling with the most right now? It comes with so much drama. Okay. Is this connection and the ending of this connection, has it caused so much drama in my life that I want the drama to end? The drama will end. The number 21, maybe in 21 days from now, the drama will have calmed down, or on the 21st of the month, it's just kind of like, I don't know, I can breathe a little bit easier. My phone's not blowing up. They're not knocking on my door. I'm not thinking about them as much as I was yesterday. So maybe some of the drama starts to slow down, but maybe that's something that some of you are really struggling with. Like, I had no idea it was going to come with so much drama, the ending of this connection. So that could be happening. I have flirty energy. Maybe some of you want to go back, not so much that you're ready to start another relationship because you have a broken heart, but you want to believe that you're going to be happy again. Like, that's how that came into me. It's not that you're ready to run out there and start a new relationship. It's just like, I want the drama out of my life, and I just want to believe that there's going to be a day when I'm ready that I am going to be happy again, and that things will, calm down, and that I won't be, in this kind of crisis feeling with this broken heart, So something's comparing your options. Yeah. This sense of they're not the only one. All right. Like, you're opening up, maybe there's a part of you that is saying, I put all my eggs in this one basket, and now I'm realizing that there are a lot of other options out there for me, and that I should be open to options. I should be available for options, whatever Spirit wants for me. So some of you may be starting to see that. You may be starting to get some clarity on that situation, that they were not the only fish in the sea, and that there are going to be a lot of other people that will treat you wonderful, that I was maybe too attached, that I didn't put enough time and energy into other relationships that I had, that, I didn't spend enough time with my family. I didn't spend enough time with my siblings, or I put all my time and energy into that person. And now that when that person isn't in my life, I feel like I have nothing, So just a reminder to have the balance. We want to put a lot of energy into the person we're sharing our life with, but we want to have other relationships. So maybe that was a lesson that some of you have learned, and that's hard. Forgiveness, whether you're asking for forgiveness for this person, or you want forgiveness from them, or you just want to release yourself. Forgiveness is more this feeling of I forgive them because I have to move on with my life. I can't hold resentments. I can't keep this pain inside of me any longer. I have to be able to just move on. So the forgiveness part of it is a big, big part. That it doesn't mean that you're taking them back. It doesn't mean that you even want them back. Okay. It doesn't mean it's repairing. This is a broken heart that I really want to just move on from. So I want to forgive and be able to move forward. Patience. I want to give myself patience. I want to give myself time. I want to give myself the ability to heal. I want to give myself the time to be alone, okay, and not jump back into another relationship for some of you. I want to be alone for a while, Spirit just said. Maybe that's something that you really need. Like, I just want to be alone, and I'm okay with being alone. Trapped emotions. I want to learn how to remove these emotions. I want to learn how to express my emotions. I don't want to keep them inside, because if I keep them inside, I will be physically ill, right? I will be physically ill, and I don't want to hold back on my emotions. I want to be able to move on. And Spirit's trying to give you, the tools to move on, the patience and the forgiveness, and the relationships with other people, so that, the sense of I need to get back into what's my identity without this person, the new me, all of those are kind of tools that Spirit's giving you to heal. Let's see what else they say. I have a Fool. Okay, I have a Fool. I have a 10 of Wands. I have a 7 of Pentacles. And I have a Queen of Cups. So here we are with this sense of my feelings come first, right? Queen of Cups and the Fool. My feelings come first. I am moving on emotionally, okay? I don't care what it takes or how long it takes, but I want to feel better. I want to feel better. I want to get through my day without thinking about this person or having drama in my life. I want to get back to a place where there's a day where I feel like I can have fun again with somebody else. So there's a lot going on with you emotionally, and this journey is ready to start. And Spirit's saying you are gaining closure. Okay, you are gaining closure, and you are finding it within yourself to, do the work. And it is a hard journey. I'm not belittling in any way the pain, because the pain is real. I mean, that's why they call it a broken heart, because your heart literally aches, right? It literally hurts, physical pain. And the 10 of Wands and the 7 of Pentacles is telling me today that this is a long journey, but I'm willing to do the work. I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to try different things. I'm willing each day to wake up and say, you know what, today is a new day and I'm moving on. I'm rebuilding my life. I'm putting the pieces back together. Things are getting better for me. And I do have the strength. That 10 of Wands tells me I have this incredible strength to carry on, is how Spirit just said. I have the incredible strength to carry on. The person I was with may think that you can't live without them, and that's not true. You can. You can absolutely live without them. Not only can you live without them, but you can move on and be happy again. And that is what Spirit wants for you. Let's see what your soul cards are saying. These are soul oracle cards. They're kind of nice. They always have a nice message. Patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. So obviously the lesson, this person was put in your life for a life lesson, part of your journey, part of your story. And maybe that's being revealed to you, or maybe that will be revealed to you down the road, why that person was put in your life. But you do believe in divine order. You do believe that everything happens for a reason. And even this pain has reason. So that is important, because even when you're feeling the pain and you're able to accept, I understand that I have to go through this to get to the other side. I understand that I need to do this to, just heal and move on, because I just believe in my own life purpose and my own path. Imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspects of my mind. So I'm tapping into other areas of my life. I'm reinventing myself. I'm opening myself up to new ideas. I'm trying some new things, Spirit just said. Sometimes it's just to get your mind off of the drama. Sometimes it's just to get your head outside of the pain, the hurt, the repetition, they just said, of kind of the same thoughts over and over again. So try some new things, step out of your comfort zone, go out with your friends and do things that you haven't done for a long time. And it's just open yourself up to these possibilities, Spirit just said. I have grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Okay. So there will be a day that you look back at this connection. And, for those of you that have had a loss, and that could be, you realize that person was put in your life because you had a beautiful child together, or they were put in your life to teach you lessons about yourself, so all of a sudden you're grieving, but at the same time, you're kind of grateful that person was put in your life, even if you're hurting, because you wouldn't have experienced the things that you did. And it depends on what stage you're in as far as being heartbroken, because you could be in the anger stage, in the grief stage, or you could be further along and you have more acceptance over the ending of that connection, and you have a more understanding of why you were with that person to begin with. So grief it's grieving. It's grieving. It's a loss. It's a loss. And it goes through the same steps as if somebody had died. Okay. If you were in a committed relationship, you were in love with somebody and it ended, it is a loss and it is grief. And that's how you have to identify it. Okay. We call it a broken heart. We call it a heartache. We call it they hurt me, but it is grief. And that is how we have to address it, is grief. So we're going through all the stages of grief. I have a devil. Some of you may be thinking back to how you were treated by this person, and that's what you're thinking about the most. Like, this person hurt me. I had to defend myself with this person. It was a battle with this person. I just wanted a break. I wanted to get out. I didn't know how to get out. Maybe this person had, some things that they were doing, drugs, alcoholism, abuse, controlled, narcissistic. The list goes on, but I had to find a way out. So some of you may have ended this for very specific reasons. It's literally the sense of, I saved myself. I saved myself because I believed in myself. The Queen of Wands is my passions, my desires, my fulfillments. And, sometimes we walk away from a painful situation because we're literally saving ourselves. We literally feel like there's something so much better. King of Wands, both, even this case, it's a sense of both my masculine and my feminine energy were telling me that I had to move on. I had to believe in myself. Like my heart and my passions and my emotions were saying it, but then my mind was saying it, like, this is a good thing. My mind was saying, you're making a good choice for you. For those of you that left a difficult situation, you could love somebody to death. You could be in love with that person, but that person you can't live with. Okay. They're hurting you for some reason, whether it's emotional or other reasons. And you just had to save yourself. So that has its own hardship, that has its own heartache, right? because you still care about that person. I always say it's a lot easier to end a relationship with somebody that you don't care about, but that's like rare. It's painful to end a relationship that you still have feelings for that person. But sometimes we end relationships because we have to take care of ourselves first. We have to take care of ourselves first. I have a yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. Did I feel like I was trapped? I was harnessed in that connection. Did I have to free myself? Did you make the right choices for the right reasons? It's always comes down to, I have to be in alignment with somebody. And when I'm not in alignment with people, I become trapped. I have a vase, a secret admirer, but that's coming into me as a sacred vessel. Okay. That you are kind of this special vase. Okay. That, I don't know, that you keep secrets inside. You keep your feelings inside. You guarded yourself. You held things back, especially towards the end, where you're kind of on the fence with, is this ending or is it not ending? And then all of a sudden there's this whatever happens that you realize that it's going to end. But you keep things inside of yourself, and you keep secrets to yourself. And we all do. We all have our own thoughts. We all have our own feelings. Nobody is completely 100%, says everything they're thinking all the time. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. For some of you, it was a wedge, right? For some of you, it was a third-party situation. They lied to you. They cheated on you. They hurt you. Somebody physically came between you. So some of you, it could be even worse. Not only were you hurt by the person you were in a relationship with, but you may be hurt by the third party with somebody that you knew also. It was your best friend. It was a friend. It was somebody that you knew. So sometimes we're hurt by more than one person because of a wedge, so that is equally as painful, and you can't wrap your head around it. It's like, not only did they hurt me, but, my friend hurt me too, so that could be going on. I have a unicorn. Beautiful. Use your intuition to make a beneficial change. Trust the magic is still out there. When we have this kind of feeling, we were controlled, we had to hold secrets, somebody hurt us, like those are all very low vibration energies. We lose sight of that spirit has so much more for us, right? Spirit has so much more for us, that, that there's love out there, and that there's magic out there, and that there's happiness, so they want you to refocus on that. I do still believe in the magic. It's hard when you're hurting, but I want you to focus. I want you to focus on great happiness. I want you to focus on great happiness, beautiful harp music, right? I want you to focus on, not only is there magic, there's great happiness ahead. That's all this is about. There's a carriage. Look at a journey, physical or mental. It is a journey. I'm going to get into, think of Cinderella's carriage, right? I'm going to get into this carriage, and I'm going to arrive at a destination. I don't know where I'm going to end up physically or mentally at this point, because I might be having just a hard time getting through the day. But I know my journey is going to continue. I know my journey is going to bring me to a new place, whether it's a new relationship, a new home, starting over, rebuilding, whatever your situation is. But I know that I'm going to be in a better place. I'm going to learn and grow, and Spirit's going to take care of you. I have a new home, a new attitude. I'm taking out the old. I'm bringing in the new. I literally may be sweeping out the old. Some of you may be removing physical energy from somebody. You may have moved homes. You may have moved them out. Okay. But maybe I'm creating a home for myself. I'm creating this, sacred space, this comfort place that it's just for me right now. And I'm safe. safe and I'm secure. And Spirit saying it's okay for you to be alone. Because I said, are you alone? And it was more the sense of it's okay for you to be alone. If that's what you need right now, just be alone. Just be alone. Okay. If that is what you need. All right, let's see what else they're saying. You're changing, you're growing. Everything's gonna be okay. Here's the Fool again. Yeah, it's, you completed a cycle. The ending of a connection like this is the completion of a cycle. Okay, this isn't a reading about reconciliation or are they thinking about me. This is a reading for whoever has a broken heart, wants to heal, and wants to move on. Okay, so Spirit has a new journey for you, and we don't know what that journey is yet. And they're saying it's okay for you to be alone right now if that's what you need. There could be a day that love comes back into your life with that Knight of Cups. It could be, I have a new journey of love and I'm okay with that when I'm ready and I have a new beginning. So if for those of you that when you are ready, Spirit is almost making you this promise of, I could have this new love coming. I could have this new, this is kind of beautiful in its own way. Just this sense of, I know I made the right decision, because Spirit's almost making you a promise that someday when you're ready, it might not be today, I have this promise of a new love charging into me. I have this promise of better days to come and better energy ahead, right? So, that's not the only thing that's going on. When we're in the healing stage, we don't think about, I want to start another relationship, right? We don't. We just want to get through our days, and we just want to know that there is going to be a day that I'm happy again, right? That is what Spirit wants for you. Spirit, any messages of guidance? Any messages about, resentments, anger, low vibrations that you want me to work on, think about, remove, anything that you have for me? Let's see what they say. I have an Ace of Swords, that it's up to you. Okay, it's up to you how you think about it. Okay, you can go down the rabbit hole of, I'm depressed, I'm anxious, I'm can't pull myself out of it, or you can use your imagination, tap into your friends, your family, your network, and reinvent yourself. Okay, recreate that new identity that we talked about a moment ago. But you have it in your head. You hurt me, but that's okay, I guess. You hurt me, and I'm used to it. I'm okay. Maybe it was the last and final straw that they hurt you. Maybe it was, it took one more time for them to hurt me, for me to say, I don't want to do this anymore. Okay. So sometimes it's hard, the hardest relationships to end are the relationships when somebody isn't hurting you, but you're just not happy. Okay. And I always say, somebody doesn't have to abuse you physically for you to leave a relationship. You can leave a relationship because you just weren't happy. And you feel like, I owe it to myself to be happy. I owe it to myself to find happiness. Seek professional advice. Some of you, if you really are not feeling well, then obviously maybe you talk to a counselor or something like that. I want you. Okay. Some of you may be struggling with, I want this person back. Okay. And you're not going to get them back, or they've told you that it's really over. So then you may have to say, I have to be able to move on. I have to be able to let them go. Okay. I have to trust that Spirit wants something else for me. You have so many choices and options. Spirit, they're not the only fish in the sea. You may think that this is the person I want for the rest of my life, and they're saying, I don't want you back. I'm with somebody else right now. I want to be with this other person. And there's a sense of, will I ever win them back? But Spirit's saying you have a lot of options and choices ahead of you also. You can choose to see what Spirit has for you. Your family won't like me. I don't know. Maybe there was some family interference in this. Maybe that was the cause of the drama. Maybe their family was always involved and it was always a conflict. So that could be reminding you that, it wasn't going to work because you can't have that kind of turmoil behind you. Happiness is my priority. I love that. Okay. Happiness is my priority. 3 of Cups, right? You want to heal this broken heart. You want to heal this broken heart and you want to feel better. And Spirit's giving you some tools, some things to think about today. But the bottom line is it's about you. It's about you being happy again, okay? You being alone. Spirit says bottom of the deck. I think so, yes. Yes, it's about you. It's about you. Let's just get a couple of quick fortune, kind of future fortune cards, just to see what they have coming. It's about you being happy again. So take the time, be alone with yourself. Do some of the things that Spirit has suggested to help you feel better. And life will go on. You will heal. You will feel better. And you will be happy. Happiness, I love this. I want to put this to the side because I just feel like that is like the summary of the whole reading. Like, happiness is my priority. I don't care about anything else. I just want to be happy again, right? Let's just get a couple of these guys. The Moon. Pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently, okay? Be very much aware of your fears. Be very much aware of, things that you need to release, anger, resentment, hurt words. When you have like those conversations in your head that somebody had that was like over and over and over again, just try to not relive them. Like I always say, you live through them once. You don't have to relive them over and over again. Especially if there's like really hurtful words that were said towards the end, something like that. There's my Magick again. There's my unicorn again. Success, hope, freedom, healing, and magic are all available to you if you just believe. Keep believing in the magic. Keep knowing in your heart that you are worthy and deserving of love, that you will find love, a different love, another love, whatever Spirit wants for you. The best love of your life could be coming, so whatever, just believe in that, all good things come, right? All good things come to those who wait. And you just believe in the magic. And then I have, look at this, these goals. Progress is positive and personal goals can be achieved. Sink your time and energy into another area of your life. Focus on something that you want to do. Learn a new hobby, learn a new skill. Focus on your career, throw yourself into you, getting in great shape. Just, I don't know, just set whatever your goal is. Focus on that. Take your mind off of this person because you're recreating your identity. You're making this the new you, right? Celebrate. You are ready to bring new and exciting things into your life. We don't know what's ahead of you. We don't know what's going to be in this box. All I know is that it's going to be magical. All I know it's certainly not going to be somebody who hurts you, okay? Because you walked away. They shared with me that there was a part of you that said, like, I'm saving myself. I'm leaving this connection. I've ended this connection because I believe in myself more and I'm saving myself. So Spirit's going to have this amazing, all these amazing surprises for you, all these kind of boxes of, you know, things coming your way. And I have a plane, a journey is indicated either physically or metamorphically. Your life will become more full. You're ready to start a new journey. And that's what this is. You've completed a phase, you've completed a cycle. Okay. Even if you are in the pain, okay, the pain is part of the closure and part of the completion. But there isn't the other side. And Spirit wants you to remember that, you know, happiness is my priority. I just want happy. At the end of the day, I don't care about anything else. I just want to feel happy again. And you will. And Spirit's promising you will have that again. Okay. So let's put this out into the universe. I felt called to do this reading this morning, and I hope you appreciate it. Let's put this out into the universe and ask Spirit to help heal all of you. I want to thank Spirit for this reading today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, I will put my website links in the description below.